Today we will be talking about hypertrophy, frequency, volume, intensity, and your fucking uh, diet, right? So hypertrophy is when the muscle grows. This is when you work out, you stimulate muscle hypertrophy via protein synthesis. Protein synthesis is then when the body takes nutrients inside, and nutrients from food or other external sources, and puts it in the fucking muscle. Uh, Frequency, you already know this, but I'm just gonna fucking repeat it. Frequency is the number of times you work out a certain muscle group in a period of time, probably days or weeks. Volume is the amount of reps and sets you do for a certain muscle group, and intensity is the amount of stress you put on the muscle, right? Um, I would say volume and intensity is relative to each other, because you can only do this much of repetitions with this much of weight, right? Let's say let's make a graph that level 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest for both intensity and volume. With high intensity, saying 9 or 10, the volume of your workout will only be probably 1 or 2. This doesn't mean 1, 2 reps. This just means a level, probably like 5, 4 or 5 reps, 1 to 5 reps, right? 1 to 4 reps. The way you should work out by working out microfibrillar, you can just look this up in internet. Microfibrillar. You do around 8 to 12 reps of workout with a certain amount of intensity, because intensity is very arbitrary, varies depending on the person, right? Like an 80-pound squat to you would probably be around an 8 or 9 intensity. To me, it would probably be like a 3 or a 4, probably a 5, right? So I have to do more volume because my intensity is lower. You, on the other hand, since it's super high, you just have to do it. The volume will be like super low, because if you can do probably 8 to 10 reps of it, then the intensity is not really high for you, because you could actually do more, right? So this is why I don't like HIITs, calisthenics, other workouts that need a fuckload amount of repetitions, right? 1,000 repetitions just to stimulate muscle hypertrophy. Because if your intensity is really low, you need to do a lot more reps and sets just to stimulate muscle hypertrophy for the following 24 to 48 hours. Muscle growth. The problem with this is that when you do too many reps and sets, your muscle tends to get sore. And when your muscle is sore, it then affects, after 48 hours, your muscle is still sore, it then affects your workout load, the workload for the next fucking workout day. Because instead of doing 80-pound squats, you can only do 60-pound squats, because your muscles are fucking sore. That's why it affects your workload. And it lessens the potential gains you can get throughout the given period of time. Right? That's why I told you that I want to give you a workout that's proper intensity. Well, intensity varies you, but the volume I gave, the volume is 8 to 12 reps. 8 to 12 reps is pretty cool, right? It's probably the best repetition number there is. 15 to 25 would probably be like bordering okay, because that would probably be the supersets which you do at the end of the workout, just to get the blood in your muscles, right? Just to fucking pump that bitch. And frequency. This is why I gave you leg workout, then 2 days rest, and leg workout, 2 days rest. It's because you get the proper amount of rest, which is 2 days, to recover your muscles. You eat, you gain muscles, and on the third day you don't get fucking gains no more, right? Because hypertrophy only lasts a maximum of 2 days, and if you do a ton of reps for the first day on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. On Thursday, if you're still sore, your workload is lessened. Again, your workload is lessened, but because you're still sore, right? And you think you're gaining muscle because you're sore. It doesn't go that way. It doesn't work that way. Just because your muscles are sore doesn't mean they're growing. They're just fucking sore. This is why I gave you the repetitions are really low. It's 8 to 12, proper intensity. Intensity would be like 6 to 7, 60%, 70% of your maximum, of the max weight you can carry. Then, yeah, that's probably it, right? This is why I gave you workout day, rest, workout day, rest, workout day, rest. Just be sure you hit the proper intensity to get that, to stimulate muscle hypertrophy. Okay? That's it. If you have any questions about fucking frequency, volume, intensity, just ask. Okay? The general idea of this is that muscle hypertrophy only lasts 2 days. That's why you get 2 days of rest. Then you work out heavy again, 2 days of rest, work out heavy without getting your muscle too fucking sore. People will say, pag nasanay ka na naman, hindi na rin sasakit yan. That's super bullshit. I've been working out 6 fucking years and I feel sore every fucking day. Like, every single day I'm sore. But different muscle groups, because, I work out different muscle groups on like the legs. It's because the muscle, the body adapts to the stress you're putting it on. Like, that's why our muscle grows. Because the muscle is like, the body's like, he's putting this amount of stress into our body, we should adapt to it. Get stronger, get bigger muscles. And once you reach the cap of the 80-pound squats and 12 reps, and you're not growing anymore, that's the time your body doesn't get sore anymore, because it has adapted to the stress you're putting in. It's normal now. What you have to do is progressive overload. You add more weight gradually increasing weight, gradually increasing muscle, and gradually, that's it, right? If you have more questions about that, feel free to fucking listen to me shit. And now we're going to the next topic, just to finish everything up, is your diet. Your diet, I would suggest, this is the best diet there is outside. It's proportion. It's portion size meals. Basically eat every 3 to 4 hours the time you're awake. I don't know if I've said this before, but there's only a certain amount of nutrients the body can take in a period of time, which is roughly 3 to 4 hours. It has been digested and has been distributed to the entirety of the body. If you don't fucking do this, if you eat a lot, right? You say, I eat a lot, so I gain more. 60%, let's just say, okay, this is just bullshit numbers, but let's just say you're eating this much. 60% of it will go to the body as fucking macronutrients and micronutrients. The other 40% will then just become literally shit, right? And the stored fat. This is why you eat portion-sized meals. You eat just small amount, not super small, but let me reset. You eat small amounts of carbohydrates, which is rice, bread, noodles, bullshit, something. Just fucking search it. Protein, which is meat, and veggies for micronutrients. Eat green vegetables because it has L-carnitine, and L-carnitine helps burn fat even without working out. Okay? Digestion helps burn fat even without. Just fucking do this, okay? Once you eat this much in 3 to 4 hours every day, you then track yourself. track yourself weekly by visual tracking. See yourself like, oh, fuck, I'm making all kinds of gains, all kinds. But and your weight, you track your weight. You need to get heavier because a pound of fat, like muscle is denser than fat, so a pound of fat would be like probably this big, and a pound of muscle would be like this big, right? So if your legs are made of fat and it's this big, you tend to be lighter. If your legs are made of muscle and it's this big, you tend to get heavier because again, muscle is denser than fat. So keep track of your weight. You need to gain weight and visual tracking, right? Track yourself weekly. Then the next week, if you see you're gaining muscle, then you add more. If you're not gaining muscle or you're gaining a bit of muscle, you add more. You add more carbs, add more protein. Just the vegetables, just leave it. You know, if you want to, then fuck it, just add, just to make yourself feel better. Actually, it actually does work. You know, add vegetables if you want to, more green vegetables, and track yourself again until you get to the point where you see yourself getting fat. Don't worry about getting fat because you're tracking yourself weekly. You won't get fucking fat. You see yourself get fat like bit by bit. Once this happens, what you do is you lessen your carbohydrates a bit until you track yourself again for a week. Then, when you see yourself getting thin again, when you still see you're gaining muscle, but you're still gaining fat, you lessen carbohydrates again, but never lessen the carbohydrates to a point where it's nothing. Right? You always need carbohydrates. It's very important for the body. Important in building muscle. Important for daily use as energy. Because unlike protein, you have to do physical activities or workout just to convert the fat in the protein to become energy. So you just need carbohydrates. You fucking need carbohydrates, you know. And like you lessen your carbohydrates again, right? And you're still getting fat, a bit fat. You lessen your protein up until the point where you see yourself gain lean fucking muscles. Okay, this is why you never follow fitness chefs, because they never take into account a person's metabolism, genetics, workload, the stress they put on the muscle, the lifestyle. They never take into account. This is all proprietary, general fucking meals. Which there's protein, carb, there's rice, beans, and I just said that, right? You fucking track yourself that way. You know what? The only person who would know your body more than anyone else is fucking you, right? This is why you track your fucking self. What else? Well, basically, whoa, gnarly. Sweet, the dude was paddleboarding, fucking fell. Bad. Alright, bullshit now. I think that's it. If you liked the video, make sure to like the video. And if you have more questions, just fucking feel free to message me on Facebook and shit. And remember, just fucking track yourself to get them gains. Until next time, peace.